when Shedeur gets his chance, okay, you know, the stuff that people were worried about, the galvanization, the personality of him, the way he galvanizes and does things uniquely, it's absolutely the only chance possible right now because, right, it's too tough now. But that poor young man, it's not Halloween yet. Okay, so he has to stay alive through Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's Day. All right, and that ain't even the playoffs.
Won all the praise from one legend to another. Even Bernie Kosar didn't hold back when he talked about Shedeur Sanders. The man couldn't stop saying how amazing Shedeur has been. He also didn't hesitate to call out the decision-makers who ignored Dylan Gabriel. Honestly, it feels like people finally see the truth. The fans, the analysts, and even the legends are all on the right side. Everyone except Kevin Stefanski and his team, who still seem stuck in their small plans to hold Shedeur back. Because now, it's not just about football. It's about doing what's right.
Shedeur could be a spark that helps the players play better.
So, yeah, but look at, he fires me up. I want to play better. I'm physically not good enough to beat you, okay? Those players aren't physically good enough to play the teams they're playing, all right? Look at the men that we are playing against, okay? You're not trying, okay? You can fire me up. You do fire me up. I want to fall. I'll run through a wall for him, okay? But look at me. I'm only gonna delay the guy killing you a couple seconds. And I'll only do that once because I'll be dead. Okay, so it's a personnel issue too.
Bernie couldn't have said it better. He's been in this game long enough to spot real talent when he sees it. His words about Shedeur Sanders are completely right. He's basically saying what everyone already thinks. Shedeur has it. The leadership, calmness, and special energy that brings people together. That's what Bernie means by galvanizing. It's not hype. It's presence. When Shedeur walks in, people listen. They feel his drive. That's what separates good players from great ones. Bernie sees it. The fans see it. So why is Stefanski acting blind? And Bernie's warning about Shedeur surviving the season means something. He's showing how much pressure this kid faces. Not just from games, but from people who should be helping him. Bernie knows Shedeur's fighting two battles, one on the field and one within his own team. Why should a young quarterback face that? Why isn't the staff doing their best to protect and grow him instead of trapping him in their mess? Bernie's message to the Browns is clear. Wake up before they ruin something special. Because when a legend praises Shedeur, that says it all. He has potential that already shows results. But Stefanski and his team pretend not to see it. Why? Ego, fear, or pride? Bernie's words are a wake-up call that this young man can change the Browns' future, if they stop holding him back. Shedeur doesn't need saving. He just needs a fair shot. Sadly, the ones blocking him are the ones who should help him. Bernie's really saying leadership only works if those in charge give the right system. Heart alone doesn't win when coaches keep putting players in losing spots. Bernie's being honest. Shedeur's got that spark, that fire that lifts everyone around him. But it's useless if the team doesn't match that energy. That's the Browns' issue now. Bernie's exposing that no motivation can fix a system broken from inside. And when Bernie says it, it hits hard because he's lived it. He knows what it's like to give everything for a team that won't meet you halfway. Bernie's not wrong. Everything connects to Shedeur's situation. He's been sidelined for no reason while the team keeps losing, like that ugly Patriots game. The offense was slow and clueless, but they said Shedeur wasn't ready. That's Stefanski's excuse again. And the injury lies. Remember how they said he couldn't practice, but he was seen throwing later? Who's fooling whom? How long will they keep denying him reps? After all this, Shedeur goes back to Colorado. And who can blame him? When a player gives everything but his coach's ego blocks him, what's left to prove? Bernie sees it. He knows Shedeur's passion fires people up. He's the kind of guy teammates would run through walls for. Bernie thinks,
Nail in a coffin in Shedeur. because it won't be his fault either.
So you're saying that when Shedeur gets his chance, we shouldn't write him off after 4 or 3, whatever the games is?
No, because all the same issues are still there, and they're probably going to get worse because we're going to trade guys.
Yeah, well,
okay. Yeah, and the guys are going to get hurt, and they don't come back at the end of the year when you're hurt and you're injured.
Do you think that,
you know the game?
Bernie thinks when Shedeur finally plays, the team will already be collapsing. And people need to understand that before blaming him. He's right. Because let's be honest, this team created chaos for no reason. You can't put a quarterback in a broken system with half the roster hurt, players traded, and morale gone, then say he failed. That's not failure. That's sabotage pretending to be opportunity. And that's what Stefanski seems to be doing, because otherwise, it makes no sense. Bernie knows the game. He's seen it. He's saying the same problems will still exist when Shedeur starts. Nothing changes just because there's a new face. It gets worse when your best players are gone and the locker room's falling apart. And here's the scary part. Bernie's predicting Shedeur will get blamed for things beyond his control. That's the coffin he's talking about. The story is being written before Shedeur even gets his chance. How can he win when his own coaches created the mess? Bernie's not making excuses. He's saying the truth others fear. The Browns are setting this up so they can blame the player when it fails. That's why Bernie's words matter. He's trying to stop them from destroying Shedeur's chance to prove himself.
Kevin Stefanski, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth because no one's told me this, but you have to protect your quarterback. Even if your quarterback, even at the end of my career when I was not as good as I should have been, I did not believe in myself. And when you believe in yourself, even if it's fake, okay, then you at least have a chance to do something with it, okay? And the belief of that, of trying to get him into the game, Mike Vrabel knew it. And it wasn't because Mike Vrabel was a coach here last year. Okay, that's Belichick, Saban, that's the NFL, okay?
Bernie's point hits harder when you look at Dillon Gabriel, a player who keeps getting chances but never proves he can lead when it counts. Honestly, Gabriel doesn't have that spark or confidence Bernie means. He plays it safe, scared, and sticks to the script. You can't fake leadership or the belief that makes teammates trust you. He looks like he's just avoiding mistakes instead of trying to win. That's the difference between Shedeur and Gabriel. Shedeur fights through chaos and still leads. Just check his college stats. They're great. Gabriel fades once things get tough. You can give him the best playbook and protection, and he'll still look unsure. That's not a leader. That's just someone filling in until a real one shows up.
But if the quarterback doesn't have the tools around him, okay, there's hard and firm rules that he can't be successful. And then you could overcome sometimes some of the lack of separation from us DBs and being able to do that if you've got the Justin Aber, Dan Marino, okay, Josh Allen firearm where you could rocket it up. Because in the old school games that Don Shula, Bear Bryant, Paul Brown, they did this back scientifically, and versions of this still happen.
That's where both Dillon Gabriel and Kevin Stefanski miss it. Gabriel lacks the arm power, speed, and quick reads to make the throws Bernie describes. He's predictable, and when plays fall apart, he freezes. You can't hide behind a plan forever. You need a quarterback who can create. Stefanski coaches scared. His play calling shows it. That's why the offense looks stuck. He's controlling the game instead of trying to win. It's like a coach babysitting his quarterback instead of letting him lead. His hate toward Shedeur makes him look foolish. You can't run an offense like that and expect success. Meanwhile, Shedeur's young but fast. Those 2.7-second throws Bernie mentioned are his thing. He reads the field better and isn't scared to throw. Still, Stefanski benches him while Gabriel runs the weakest offense in the league. We all know why. It's a joke. So, what are the Browns waiting for? How many losses before they see Gabriel's not the guy? How many bad passes? How many 3-and-outs before they stop pretending? Why is Shedeur still in Colorado when he's clearly ready? What will it take for the Browns to build around real talent instead of clinging to mediocrity? Why does Gabriel get a free pass when he's holding the team back? Stefanski keeps saying Shedeur's not ready. Ready for what? To carry the same team Gabriel ruins weekly? Bernie's facts are clear. Football's about speed, accuracy, and guts. Shedeur's got all three. Gabriel doesn't. Stefanski refuses to admit it and suffer watching it crumble.
And right now, the Browns and the players need to be self-prepared.
They are not.
And the organization. And unfortunately, like even in the spot I'm in, I'm having to be really selfish to get myself healthy, and then I hope someone learns and could benefit, and I'm going to give that to you. Well, right now, this is it's not even Halloween yet, and where everybody's in preservation mode. You know, no matter what they say, they're in preservation mode. And I know we want to kind of get to the quarterbacks and to the offense and to the play calling and that. And give me some leeway on how what comes out of my mouth and stuff because of some of the stuff I'm going through. So I don't really have the...
Bernie said what no one else in the Browns organization will. This team is stuck surviving instead of fighting. Until that changes, no quarterback can truly succeed. If you've been watching, you know Bernie's right. Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit like if you support Shedeur and subscribe for more honest talk about Cleveland. So, what do you think? Do you agree with Bernie?